Yo, NBA news and highlights. So we just got done watching what I told Muggs was gonna happen. I told Muggs that Patrick Beverly. Let me turn this on. I told Muggs that Patrick Beverly. Go back and look at the videos. I told Muggs that Patrick Beverly was gonna be the key, man. That man went to Minnesota. Same thing Jimmy Butler did. Went to Minnesota and turned them guys who got talent, got skill sets or whatever, but turned them into some winners, man. You know, see, basketball is not it's not about like all this junk they be talking. Oh, he was the most skilled. Yeah, that's cool and all, man, but hey, winning is the number one skill in basketball. Okay, between the legs, pull ups, step back threes. Like, bro, that's not what it's about. The number one skill in basketball is winning. So if you want to be the most skilled player in the NBA, you need to figure out how to win. This junk thing got crazy, man. These mugs up here talking about, oh, he's the most skilled this, he the most skilled that. Oh, this and that. Man, why did the standards change so much? Why have the standards changed? The standard has never been how good you can score. They even said that Michael Jordan was just a scoring champ. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Or did people not used to say Jordan was just a scoring champ? Like, come on, man. Come on now. This is simple. This is basketball. The rules ain't changed, man. The rules been the same since day one. If you want to be great, you have to figure out how to win. Pat Bev went out there and figured out how to win, man. And you win by showing your teammates, I'm not going. I don't know about you. I don't know about what y'all doing. I'm not going. When I was a kid, man, I wasn't, I could finish a layup. Now, look, at first I couldn't finish a layup. Man, at first I couldn't finish a layup to save my grandmama life, boy. I couldn't make a jump shot to save my granddaddy life. Like, but what I could do is I could be on a mug like white on rice, man. Whatever move you make, I done made it with you. When you move, I move. Just like that, man. That's the way, that's what I did. That's what I did. As a kid, I knew that. I knew that as a kid, man. So when my team sent me, bro, it's time to play some D, man. Period. It's time to play some D. I don't even want the ball. Man, get that out of my face. I don't want the ball unless I'm ripping it from somebody. That was my mindset as a kid, man. As a kid. So these must come on here now just tripping, man. Messing around. Paul George, bro, where you at? Paul George, man, this guy used to be a lockdown. Like, bro, I'm waiting on somebody to go over there and stop Edwards. I'm waiting for somebody to go over there and stop, what's the other guy named, D'Angelo Russell. I'm waiting, I see, Pat Bev over there. He all over, Reggie Jackson. He took Reggie Jackson out the game. Bro, he took Reggie Jackson out the game. The Clippers as a whole, man, like, they was getting took out the game, man. At first, they was doing their thing, man, but I don't know when they went see. And I told my brother, bro, when Cat got out the way, everything was good, man. And, when he fouled, I told my brother Cat wasn't finna, I told him he wasn't finna do nothing in this game, man. And I also said that it was gonna come down to Zubac and what happened between him and Cat, and it did. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, bro, Pat Bev, man, I told Mud, Pat Bev, when you got a guy like that, that's gonna change your whole locker room, bro. That man from Chicago. Not the side of Chicago that Anthony Davis from. He from the side of Chicago that I'm from, man. When you got a guy like that, bro, you gotta sit up straight, man. You can't come in the game slacking and slouching. You got a guy like that. You got a guy like that on the squad, bro. You gotta bring it, man. Period. Period, man. Bro, you gotta bring it if you got a guy like that, man. You got a guy like that. You can't just mess around and be lackadaisical. You know, you gotta be moving like a G, bro. You got to be moving like a straight gangster, because that's how Beverly respect. That man that fought his whole career, man. That man fought. He done played overseas and been out the NBA and all that junk, man. That man fight. He ain't got no max, super max and all that deal, man. Bro, that man got to fight. The day Patrick Beverly start fighting, he going to be out the NBA. There's people with who can give you 20. There's people can give you 20 a game out the NBA. Fighting for a job. So what you think gonna happen when Beverly, when he ain't out there fighting no more, when he can't do it no more? He gonna be gone, bro. They can't, man, they'll get him out the NBA so quick. So that man, bro, that man out there like, bro, I gotta fight. I don't know how much he getting. I bet you, let me see, I bet you he ain't even getting 20 million. I mean 10 million a year. If I know, if I know contracts from, I'll tell you what, I don't think he might not be playing for the minimum. I know the veteran minimum like 1.9 or something like that. Beverly got to play for his money, bro. He ain't just getting paid off of his name, and that man got to work for his money. And he turned that franchise around, but you'll never see him get no props for it. You'll never see him get the acknowledgement he deserves, man. And it's a shame. After the game, they interviewed D'Angelo Russell. But bro, D'Angelo Russell ain't the reason why that team winning. Russell been there. Russell been there for like 2-3 years, man. Let me see. He came. It wasn't last year. Let me see. The Warriors had Oubre. They either traded him. Because he was on the Warriors. The Warriors signed him and then traded him like a few months later, man. So I'm trying to remember, but I don't know if that was 119. So I guess it was 20. Was it the bubble year? Yeah, I guess it had to be the bubble year. They traded him, man. They got him up out of there. So he been on the Timberwolves. He ain't the X factor over there. He averaged like 18, something like that. He not the X factor over there. He was an all-star once in his career over there on the Nets before Kyrie and them got there. So like, hey, he's a good player, but he ain't the reason they won that game. They won that game because of Pat Bev, man. And my lady, she was looking at it, she was like, ooh, if I was the coach, I'd be mad. He running around acting a fool, taking his jersey off. But I told her, I said, see, he got to do that to motivate himself. When you going out there doing like he doing, you just beat your old team that got rid of you. He doing all that because that's how he stay motivated. See, it take a little bit to go out there and do that stuff that don't show up on the stat sheet, man. It take a little bit to go out there and be diving on the floor, talking junk to people, chasing these so-called super skilled players all around the court. That junk take a lot, man. That junk take a lot. So, he has to play little mind games, and he got to do things to keep himself psyched up, because that's the only way you're going to do that, man. You're not going to go out there and put it all on the floor. You just not, man. You got to have some extra motivation. So, I ain't got no problem with it. I understand exactly why, he did what he did, man. So, but hey, man, you ever see your favorite player change a game through defense? Now, that's a real question right there. How many times you done seen your favorite player change a whole course of a basketball game with his defensive ability? Tell me that. How many times I'm talking about? I ain't talking about making a play, making a steal, making a block here. I'm talking about this man changed the whole game with his defensive ability, man. The whole game, man. The whole game. He changed the whole game with his defensive ability. With his drive, man. With his the ambition, man, to win, man. You gotta respect that jump, man. You gotta respect that jump, bro. You gotta respect somebody that go out there and put it on the floor like that, man. You got to. And if you don't, man, that's a problem. Bro, that's a problem, man. You gotta respect somebody like that, man. Period. You gotta respect somebody like that. You know? We give all these other dudes all the utmost respect. Talking about guys, goats, and guys, he the goat, there, goat, he the best, top. We do all that talking. We need to respect not just the guys that play the offensive side of the ball. Basketball is a two-way sport. Basketball is not a one-way sport. This ain't football. Football is a one-way sport. The only time you play both sides in football is if a turnover that happened, you know, when something bad didn't happen. Okay? You don't, that's basketball is a two-way sport. Mugs get paid to play on both sides of the ball. You got mugs now getting a max contract because they can shoot 40% or 38% from three. Mugs getting big tens of millions because they can hit some three-pointers. Man, back in the day, if you could hit some three-pointers and there wasn't much else you could do, but you could, get a couple buckets, bro, you was a specialist. Cal Korver was a specialist, man. We didn't look at Cal Korver like, man, if somebody gave Cal Korver a max deal, a quarter of a max deal, you'd be like, dang, Cal Korver got that much money? Because he was a specialist, man. Now, he learned to play a little defense later, good team defense. He kind of picked that up later. But the man came in the league, a three-point specialist. He was a three-point specialist throughout his career. He might have got a couple of starting. He might have started on a team or two. He was an all-star because he played on the Hawks, and the Hawks had the number one seed. So, when you got the number one seed, they give you 2 or 3 all-stars off. You get 2 or 3 all-stars off the rip, man. So, a white boy that's starting on the number one seed, he gonna get a lot of votes because he's white. White people want a white player, whatever, that's fine. I guess if I was a white boy, I'm pretty sure that I'd like to see a white player do good too, man, I'm pretty sure I'd be happy to see a white boy out there doing good too, so it is what it is. But he was a specialist, man. He's not in no, they don't even put Cal Korver in the greatest shooter of all time conversation. You never hear Cal Korver in that conversation. The reason why is because that's all he could do. He was a three-point specialist. Ray Allen's in the conversation because Ray Allen could do more than shoot threes. Reggie Miller could do more than shoot threes. You know what I'm saying? So, these guys was in that conversation because they had full, complete games. And they was a marksman from the three. That's how it's supposed to be. They had 4 complete games. That's why they was in that conversation. And Michael Jordan was one of the best all time from deep twos. The shot that everybody says is the hardest shot in basketball, deep two. Michael Jordan was a marksman from the deep two. This greatest shooter, is it greatest shooter or is it greatest three-point shooter? That's the whole, he's the greatest shooter of all time. He's hit them. Just keep it real? He's hit the most threes. Right? He shot the best percentage from three. That's fine. But this greatest shooter, is more than one place to shoot from on a basketball court, man. There's more than one place to shoot from on a basketball court, man. Ray Allen and Reggie Miller All them guys shot 40% from three for their careers. What if Ray Allen would have took 15 threes? You telling me Ray Allen wouldn't have hit 7, 8, 9 of them every night? You telling me Reggie Miller wouldn't have hit 7, 8, 9 threes every night? You telling me if Larry Bird took 15 threes a game, 18 threes, you think Larry Bird wouldn't hit 8, 9 of them? Like, it's silliness, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy, man. But Pat Bev, tonight is his night. I wonder how many times you seen your favorite player take over a game on the defensive side of the ball. And not just any game, a play-in tournament game. Much respect to Pat Bev, man, the dead homie, aka Project Pat.